Growth comes from doing, not waiting for something to be flawless. So stop waiting for validation and start moving like the woman you want to become. I don't do the drama. We're getting too old. Hey everybody, your girl is back again with another video, and as you guys can see from the title of today's video, we're gonna do a sit down. I don't really do sit downs on my channel, but in honor of Women's History Month, I felt like it was important for me to create a safe space for my female supporters. So on Instagram, I put up a Google Doc where my supporters could swipe up and ask me questions, whether it's about healing, content creation, self-care, or even confidence. So I got a couple of responses, so I'm gonna be answering you guys questions, and we're just gonna jump right into the video. Okay, so the first question is, what is one thing you wish you knew before becoming a content creator? I think for me personally, I would have wanted to know that consistency is way more important than perfection. I low-key want to call myself a perfectionist because if I feel like a video isn't good enough or my content doesn't uphold to my high standards, I'll be stopping myself from uploading it because I'm not confident in it. But I came to a realization that me trying to make everything perfect is only slowing me down, because the key to this content creation thing is to start. Literally is to start, keep going, and keep pushing through, and you're gonna see results over time. Nothing happens overnight. Growth comes from doing, not waiting for something to be flawless. So ladies, or anybody out there that is into content creation, don't worry about perfection. Just focus on being consistent. Our next question is, what are the biggest mistakes new YouTubers make? So I find from personal experience, like the biggest mistake I feel like these new YouTubers are making is they're just hopping on any wave. I just feel like nobody's content is original. The fact that you guys are still doing these 20v1s is disgusting. It's degrading women, and the content is just nasty. I just don't like that type of content. So with everybody hopping on trends, like nobody's being themselves and they're not trying to find their own lane. The second mistake I feel like new YouTubers are making, and I have this problem from time to time with myself, is expecting instant success and getting discouraged when we don't get it. Freshman year, like of college, when I first really started doing my YouTube for real, like I'd upload a video and expect to get, oh, I'm gonna do 500 views. And like I said, from the first problem I just said of like YouTubers not being original, like I was doing the ding dong ditch thing, stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, well, somebody just did that video idea. They just got 23,000 likes. I just did the same thing and I only got 100. Like, what am I doing this for? I was getting discouraged with myself, and I had to find my own lane, and I had to do content that, one, I genuinely enjoyed, and two, content that was defining me. Another mistake these new YouTubers are making, I feel like, is they may be consistent for like a month straight, and then they might disappear for 8 months, 9 months after. Like, you have to keep going. Disappearing for months at a time, your audience is gonna look for you. It was times where I was taking my breaks, and like I've had my subscribers like that have me on social media, they might have texted me like, hey, like, when's a new YouTube video coming out? Or like, what have you been doing? Like, are you still doing it? And it was just always like, yeah, like I'm taking a little break. And it's like, no, you can't stop. You gotta keep going, you gotta keep going. And I just know, like, from freshman year to now, if I would have kept going and stopped taking breaks and doubting myself, I definitely would have been in a more successful situation than I am in now. But I'm not disappointed with my progress, because for the last year and a half, I've been consistent and I'm seeing the growth, and I'm happy with it, and I'm proud of myself. And yeah, new YouTubers, just post, just start. Like, don't doubt yourself. You never know what opportunities you're gonna get if you just pick up the camera. Like, you'd be surprised what people watch all day. People watch anything. The main thing is people is nosy. They wanna know what you got going on in life. So don't never second guess what type of content you're gonna put out, because your content is your content, and somebody's gonna like it and somebody's gonna watch it. The next question is, what are some green flags in a partner that often go unnoticed? I would say somebody that's emotionally mature. Like, you and your partner can't be successful if you and your partner have a disagreement and they're getting defensive about what you're telling them. Like, anytime your significant other, like, you may be expressing your feelings and they think you're arguing, it's just an instant argument, red flag. You need somebody that's going to understand where you're coming from, hear you out. And you have to do the same when it comes down to that person. Like, both of you guys have to be able to express y'all feelings, hear the other person out, actually sit down and understand that person. Don't just listen. You have to actually sit and comprehend what they're saying, because at the end of the day, if you just, okay, yeah, but You're not understanding, and you're not going to get nowhere because now the other person feels unheard. So communication is a big thing for me. Green flag, healthy communication. I think another green flag would be like a partner that is pushing you for your goals. Days where you may feel like you're a little down, or you want to give up, your partner should be there to lift you up. You got this, it's okay. Like, everything's gonna have ups and downs, but you're on the right track. You're doing what you need to do. Like, your partner needs to keep you focused, and your partner should be helping you reach those goals instead of distracting you from your goals. What camera and editing software do you use? Well, right now, my camera that I'm using is a Sony ZV-F1. Now, for my software, I am currently using CapCut. I used to use iMovie, but I upgraded to CapCut just to use like certain effects and transitions in my videos. But even when it comes down to the equipment, you don't need a high-tech camera to record a video. My first ever YouTube video I made was back in the 5th grade, and I recorded that I had a desktop for school. I literally recorded my YouTube videos on there. Like, I used to do like little challenges, like the Whisper Challenge, the Chubby Bunny. You know how it was back when we was kids with the YouTube challenges. When I picked YouTube back up freshman year of college, I was recording off of my iPhone 8. As you guys know, like, I was doing the public interviews. If some of my subscribers are still here from freshman year, like, I know y'all remember the little red phone. You don't need a camera, so don't think you need a camera. What is one thing every woman should do to elevate her life in 2025? Stop waiting for validation and start moving like the woman you want to become. Ladies, we know we have bad habits, and it's up to us to push out these bad habits for us to succeed. Get yourself in a positive mindset. Switch up your routine. Y'all know me, I switch up my routine often. Switch up your routine. Don't do the same thing every day. If you have to cut people off, do that. For your peace, do that. Because your habits are only holding you back. Elevation requires change, and sometimes that means letting go of things that are holding you back. And that means letting go of things that no longer serve purpose to you. Like, before 2025 came, I made a promise to myself. I'm like, okay, we're gonna be consistent in the gym. We all know when New Year's come, we all set the same New Year's resolutions, but I was working on my New Year's resolution. I went and I got a journal. I started writing down my feelings. I meal prepped. I was doing a calorie deficient diet. I'm in the gym 5 times a week. Like, I held myself to those standards because I want to continue to elevate. I had to change a lot of things about myself, and I'm still changing a lot of things about myself, but I promise you, I'm seeing a change, and I'm here for the change, y'all. I can't wait to see what things are gonna be like for me in the next 6 months. Even summertime, I'm so excited for summertime. Like, I just don't know, but I have the best feeling about summertime. Do what makes you happy. What is your motivation to stay confident even in times of uncertainty? How do you handle that? I remind myself that every season of uncertainty has a purpose. When things get like a little shaky for me, I always focus on things that I can control. Whether that's my mindset, my mood, my energy, my weight, my work ethic. I'm gonna put my best foot forward, and I'm gonna keep pushing through, because you can't let temporary situations define who you are. I know sometimes things get really rough, and we tend to question ourselves because of the situation that we're in, but you can't question it because everybody has a plan. Confidence isn't about having it all figured out. It's more of trusting no matter what happens that you're gonna be good. Just always think positive. I know it can be hard. Trust me, I know it can be super hard, but always think positive. The next question is, how do you take care of your mental health in an environment where it seems like the whole world is against you? I protect my peace. I take a step back. I do a lot of reflecting, because I'm already the type of person, I'm not really like a social person. I can be if I like get to know you and everything, but to see me like for the first time, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be shy. I don't mean to. I have social anxiety. Like, sometimes I just shut down when I meet new people, but I'm an observer, and I always like feel people's energy off the first instinct. So whenever I'm in a situation when I feel like the world is against me, I just take a step back, because I don't want none of that negative energy to affect what I got going on, because I know how I get. Right now, I'm in a space where everything is going according to plan, and I'm focused on me, and I'm getting what I need to get done. So I can't afford no distractions, nothing to knock me off the track of getting to where I need to get to. I pray on it. Whenever I get into a negative mindset, I just pray on it, because that's all I can do, especially if it's something that I can't control. I think it's also important to like remind yourself that everybody's opinion does not matter. But as long as I stay true to myself, I'm good. Like I said, I'm journaling. So, I'm on my self-care journey. I'm doing for me. I know how that could be, feeling like everybody's against you. So it is good that you know, you at least have one good friend that you can go to, vent to. I know everybody isn't like a sociable person. Everybody doesn't have friend groups, but everybody should have at least one good friend that they can talk to, you know, whenever they're down. You know, vent, maybe even just go out to eat, hang out. You know, because, you know, sometimes just hanging out with your friend helps. I done found it sometimes, like, I hang out with my friends, all my problems go away. I'm not even thinking about my problems. I'm having a good time. You just gotta enjoy life and try not to worry about it too much. I know it could be stressful, but like I said, just keep telling yourself that you're gonna be okay, because the reality is you're gonna be okay. What advice do you have for someone who wants to start a YouTube channel but feels nervous? Like I said before, just start. Like, don't even think too much about it. I know, like, it's the idea of, oh my gosh, I'm putting this on the internet, like everybody's gonna see it, you know? I'm not gonna lie, like your first video, you might be a little awkward. You might cringe at your video, because I know even still to this day, like I don't watch my own videos. I have friends, like I'll be around them and they'll throw on my video. I'm like, turn it off. Don't be watching my videos while I'm here, because I don't know, I just can't listen to myself talk. And for a long time I had to get used to talking to a camera. Like, I'm still getting used to it, but I'm way better with talking to the camera now. I'm not scared of you guys no more. I was a little shy, but in the club, we all fam. Over time, when you upload it, you know, your confidence is gonna build up. Try not to focus on what everybody else thinks, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, they're not even really focused on you. They got their own thing going on, you know? So just worry about starting now and improving later. For my last question, it says, how do you handle friendships that no longer align with your growth? So I tend to distance myself, but with love, like no beef at all. I don't do the drama. We're getting too old. We're not in middle school or high school no more. Sometimes you just recognize like the vibe is not the same as before. Sometimes friendships are just seasonal. I tend to focus on like surrounding myself with people that match my energy, my growth, and that like brings me some sort of peace. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those people that can fake a friendship. That's just not me. I don't know how people be doing that, but that's never been my type of thing. It's either we cool or we not, because I'm not about to be in nobody's face that I don't care about. It's just simple as that. I still have friends from middle school and high school, like even elementary school. Like, we may not talk often, but like, let's say every other couple of months or something, we may talk, you know? It's like, we never stop talking, like the friendship is still there. Sometimes friends need to take breaks, and sometimes you just need your space to grow and focus on yourself. Real friendships don't crumble just because you take a step back. If it's solid, it'll still be there when you guys rekindle. Okay, so unfortunately my mic died through that last question. I'm not sure where the mic stopped working at. It died. Should have charged it, but hopefully I said everything I needed to say. But just in case it cut out, I'm gonna just repeat what I had said and just look at the question again. I know sometimes like with you like changing so many things about yourself, you may need to change like your friends, because your friends may not have the same goal as you. That don't mean y'all don't need to be friends no more. Like, y'all can still be cool, but just know like your priority is what you're trying to get to. And a friend is going to understand that. And a real friend is not going to feel a way about that, because a real friend would be like, I want my friend to complete what she wants to complete. Let me lock in with my stuff. Let me do this. Let me do that. You know, you guys can be cool. Sometimes you need to take a break from people to get to where you need to be in life. But this was my first girl talk. I didn't have many questions. I had about 10. I'm hoping to do more videos like this in the future. If you guys like this, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications so you guys know when I post. And I will see you guys next week with a new video. Bye.